right.
In we go.
It's just us.
Once again, it's just the two of us.
Two of us. I don't know the rest of the words.
You can make it a bit right. That's
What?
yeah. I don't know if anyone on the planet knows much more than that one lyric.
Except for the people who wrote it, but
Well, are they even alive? How old is that song?
that is a good question. If only we had our fact checker here. But unfortunately, he broke something in his mouth.
Yeah, 1980.
Really?
Yeah, 44-year-old song.
For our older listeners, if there are any, feel old yet? I do.
Bill Withers and Grover Washington Jr. Good for them.
Mm-hmm. Or
So-
we want to just jump right into the summary, or
That sounds good to me. I will read this summary, and we will quickly find out how useful it is to us. All right, kids. Justin has bad organizational skills and chose fun over the podcast this week. So here's the most bare bones summary to date. Luffy continues fighting his way to the flower field so Rebecca can confront Kyros. The two exchange words. Also, the entire island knew about their little secret since day one. And by day one, that's like literally an hour ago. Luffy splits off to go fight Fujitora, but does so with a lot less bite since he likes the guy. After being sent flying, Luffy and Co. flee to their getaway ships, with the citizens of Dressrosa covering their trail. Our episodes end with someone aboard the Yonta Maria, with everyone aboard the Yonta Maria, when Barto asks Luffy if he will accept our new pirate friends as members of the Straw Hat crew. That's the summary.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off.
So, did you get any specific vibes this week
Vibes.
from these episodes?
I got the vibe that I like Fujitora even more now. I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
No, because I feel like I've seen this somewhere.
You feel like you... Oh, that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's getting picked up.
Because this is what I was sensing.
All right, turn that off,
when
turn it
I was
off.
watching that. I don't know how.
What do you mean you don't know how?
It'll be over in a second. There we go.
Does that even getting picked up?
Yeah.
In case it's not getting picked up, he played Pain's theme from Naruto because planetary devastation. Yes.
It like when I first saw it happening, I was like, this is the same thing.
Yes. Yes, it
They're
is.
doing the same thing, but not as cool.
And there's not a second one.
Oh no, that's Madara.
I know, but it's still planetary devastation.
I don't think it was.
I'm pretty
Hold on, this isn't Naruto podcast. We're talking One Piece. This one, what the fuck was going on?
Yeah, it's extremely reminiscent immediately of planetary devastation because Fujitora lifts all of the houses and destroyed rubble into the sky, and anyone who's watched Naruto to completion, or at least has reached Pain arc, will recognize this and be like, wait, huh?
But the funny thing was like every single, like they kept saying that he brought all the debris up, right? But every single time it cuts to like the citizens in the town, there's still like destroyed buildings in the backdrop.
Yeah,
so it's like he didn't get everything.
He's saving some for dessert just in case he needs backup.
I mean, he doesn't want to disrupt the economy, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Some of those buildings probably have people shit in them still, honestly. These people are very happy and just kind of going along with whatever, but like there's definitely salvageable shit in those buildings.
Right.
Not to mention all of that shit was just about to go into the ocean. What's that going to do to the marine ecology?
Oh my God. Making the fucking fighting fish that are, I guess, natural to that cove, like making it harder for them to, I don't know.
Yeah, they're so big. All those buildings, they're going to take up space on the seafloor. There's less room for the fighting fish to get around.
The ecology's fucked.
It's fucked. I mean,
but he also hasn't dropped it.
He has not done anything with it yet. Yeah, it's still floating there. So to be fair, we can still put it back where we found it, I guess.
But like, would that really help?
I don't know. I mean,
at this point, it's like it's like you caught the garbage truck with your accidental not trash in it. trash that shouldn't be trash. Excuse me.
Bless
Oh my
you.
goodness. Like we've caught the garbage truck before it took something out that we didn't want it to throw away. And now he's like, well, it's in the truck. And we're like, well, could you not? And he's like, well, what do I do with it now? It's in the truck.
Yeah,
we're at that impasse.
I really want to press the button and crush it. And you're like,
exactly,
please don't.
like, but button.
I don't know. Look, across the board in these episodes, I like Fujitora. I like Fujitora a lot. It's no secret. And in these episodes, he shows off his strongest potential, his highest potential. And I love it. But also, yeah, he's about to fuck the entire ocean ecology off the coast of Dressrosa. And less his fault and more, I don't know, I guess Oda's fault is he just like doesn't have to concentrate on keeping it up there at all.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on there?
It gets to just float up there while he sword fights and fights Luffy. There's no indication that he's still activating his power. So it just gets to live up there until we say it comes down.
It's like there's no consequence for him using his ability.
Pretty much. There's no limitation to it at all. Which, you know,
he's not even like focusing on it or like struggling on it until like it's important.
Unless, you know, there's no visual indication that his power is being used actively to keep that up. I guess we're just supposed to assume that he does it all with his mind and he's got intense concentration over it in his brain box. Because otherwise, the show doesn't... his brain box. Because otherwise, the show gives you no inkling as to he's still actively keeping this afloat. And it low-key bothered me the entire time.
It did bother me too. As cool as it is, even though it's the second time I've seen something like this in my life, it bothers the hell out of me. Where it's like, what happens if he gets knocked out right now? Does everyone in Dressrosa fucking die?
Yeah, I mean, surely all of that shit falls to the ground.
If Luffy had won that little sparring match where he's yelling at the blind guy about his attack moves, like he hasn't been doing that the whole show, regardless. Like, if he had won right there, did he just kill all of Dressrosa? Like, what are the stakes? Like, I don't... What?
Yeah. What? There is none. That's the best part. I mean, there are stakes, but there's not because Luffy's not willing to harm Fujitora because he likes him. But yes, absolutely.
They're not medium rare stakes. They're well done.
Yes. Well, what?
The worst kind.
They are all of the Dressrosa citizens are just fucked if Fujitora gets knocked out. But it doesn't seem like it's going to happen anymore, given that Luffy is being toted off to the ships, and Fujitora is just left standing there with his giant fuck off planetary devastation.
It's like that moment in like Dark Souls where you like leave the boundary of like where an enemy can like path towards you and attack you.
Yeah, and just lose aggro.
Exactly. That's what happened to him. He's like, I was about to use my end the world button, but now I can't.
Yeah.
Now I just look like an idiot.
Control Z, Control Z, Control Z.
Control Z. You can only Control Z so far.
Yeah, and he cannot go back far enough.
I will say, though, the animation of, like, it being the ball and then exploding, I was like, oh, that's fucking metal. You just made a giant grenade. Like, that's different. But then he didn't use it.
Yeah.
Now it's just floating trash.
Yeah. It's not like we ejected it into space Wall-E style.
Wall-E style?
Yeah, don't they?
Oh my god, he's gonna make a cube. He's gonna condense it all into one big brick.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, like, what do you do with that then? You just set it down gently back on Dressrosa where you found it? Like, well, what happens here? What do we do with this? Also, the brick surely doesn't stay together unless he's actively using his power. Like, if he's not gluing it or anything, it's only a cube as long as he's applying gravity to it. Once he lets go, it's just gonna crumple down again.
Even like the amount of force he would need to like crush it into the point where it would stick together, it would not be whatever the fuck it is.
It would still fall apart. It's like, at least like it's brick and stone and stuff that doesn't conform like
and
metal
wood
does.
Because you gotta think about it. It's all sorts of shit.
Yeah, it's all construction materials that isn't metal. Metal will bend and stay in the shape. The stone and wood and all of that is just gonna crumble, and brick, it just crumbles. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is here, Fujitora. I love you, buddy, and you have some great screen time in this, but
he didn't have the foresight for this.
He just assumed he was going to be able to throw it at the pirates. It all lands in the ocean, and no humans are harmed in the making of this ultimate move, but except for those dirty, filthy pirates. And now he's stuck. Now he's stuck footing the bill, and all of his friends ran.
He was trying to dine and dash, but got caught.
Yeah, he got me dashing, and now he's stuck with the bill, and he has to find a way to pay for it.
He's gonna gamble his way away.
Right.
He's gonna gamble out of it. Like, what if I?
It's a message from heaven. It's a message from heaven. You know, when he rolls the dice and it's like, oh, it's a mandate from the heavens. We have to go get the Straw Hat Pirates now.
Yeah, I don't understand the game plan or what Oda's gonna do for this.
We'll have to find out next week, I guess, because the other part of this is that we, as Justin so very succinctly mentioned in the summary, the reason Fujitora is now at an impasse with his planetary devastation grenade is that the citizens of Dressrosa have started flooding the docks where the pirates are, because this whole time since Luffy quote unquote kidnapped Rebecca, they realized that this was all an act of some kind and Luffy wasn't a bad guy suddenly out of nowhere. So they are stopping the Admiral from being able to attack them by being in the way. They are using their innocence against, and luckily for them, Fujitora is not a Kainu. Because if it was a
Kainu, he'd be like, let the planetary
they'd all be toast
first.
They'd all be donuts.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say Buster Call? Whoops.
Oh no, my finger slipped.
And I dialed all the numbers for Buster Call.
Well, it's not even all the numbers. You just press one button, I think, on the golden snail, or you go, the eagle has landed into the golden snail, and suddenly 82 ships show up.
It do be like that. Yeah, if this was anyone else, toast.
I don't know about anyone else.
Citizens.
I think if we had Borsellino here, if he was here, then I think we were okay.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking of like anyone else, like other, not like the admirals, but like any other like captain. Toast.
Yeah,
dead.
Maybe. Yeah, it'd be more likely.
But like a Kainu they scorched.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
they're Dressrosa. Where's that on the map?
Yep.
I don't see it.
Dressrosa. What's that? Who?
Who? What? Never heard of it. Goat Coon deleting the records.
Yeah, exactly. Erasing it from every map in existence. So yeah. I mean, it's kind of, this is about the best case scenario for getting Luffy out of this, I think. I don't really know how else we figure this out otherwise.
Honestly, they kind of made it hard. It's almost like he made it hard on himself, like Oda did, for like, okay, how do they get away? Well, they just do.
Yeah, I think it basically became, not that I really saw this coming, but I was wondering, I'm sitting here wondering the whole time, like, okay, what are we going to do here? Like, there could be a scenario where Fujitora lets all this go, and I don't know, Bartolomeo.
See, that I would have bought. Well, if he had just let it slide,
no,
he did the last
I don't
3
mean
days.
I don't mean let it slide, like let him get away. I mean, like, if he lets the planetary devastation still fall, like like Barto maybe has enough barrier to shield the whole ship, and then they get away that way. And
all those other ships,
every single other ship in Orlumbus's fleet is just toast. And all the no-name pirates are just gone.
So you brought his name up again. We covered it before. He's supposed to be like based off Columbus,
yes, absolutely,
right?
He is.
And the Santa Maria is
the Santa
clearly
Maria.
like, yeah. Okay, so I'm not crazy in seeing that. Okay, because I didn't remember. It's been fucking 100 something episodes, right?
He's very
give or take.
Well, since the beginning of Dressrosa, yeah, like 100-ish episodes.
Yeah, so like he was introduced in the beginning. I'm pretty sure we
Absolutely
talked about
we
him.
did. Yeah.
Okay, so
he's very clearly a reference to Christopher Columbus.
it was kind of interesting seeing like all the ships where it's like, why did they make so like I'm trying to understand the plan, like why they had 50 ships.
Oh,
with
well,
bridge.
that's
why
all of those ships belong to Orlumbus. He said this,
but why did he make a land or water bridge
so that you can get to all of them?
Why not just? But they all went to the same one.
What do you mean? There were ships all lined up all along it.
Yeah, they all went to the big one though.
I'm lost. What are you talking?
So why the little? Okay, so there's 50 ships in a row, right? They're all holding the bridge that all lead to the big ship at the end, the Yanta Maria.
Okay.
Why the bridge? Why not just have the Yanta Maria near the land?
Because he has people on all those other ships. Well, that's his entire fleet.
But we don't see any of them get. But we don't see them get on those little ships.
Our heroes don't know. But the random he's got a fleet of like 5,000 members. Like all the other random schmucks are just on those boats. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is Orlumbus's entire fleet. Do you think each one of them was going to get their own private ship? And they were going to have to deal with it the entire time? No, that entire thing was Orlumbus's fleet. He says like he has like 50 some odd ships and like I don't know, a fuck ton of crew members. I'm going to say 5,000 again because I'm pretty sure that's close to the number.
I think it was like 5,600.
It was something like that. And
big,
yeah, so all of his random no name schmucks as part of his crew, they're on all those ships. The Yanta Maria is just the lead vessel. And Orlumbus is bringing all of them to there. That's why the bridge.
I think I'm just being.
I think you are too. I think this is a nothing argument. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's got all of his crew there.
Because if I over-explain it, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
unless I go deep into the explanation of why it's annoying to me. But it really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
It's just a long ass dock, and all 50 some odd of his ships are there. And for some reason, he parked him. He's a nice guy, and he parked himself all the way at the end so that his crew members could have an easier time.
I do want to talk about the what's it called? You know, after that, when they're all like, "Hey, we want to be under your banner," you know, like that last minute thing. Is it just weird to me to hear that the Tontatos are just deciding to go sailing now?
It is a little strange. I don't think it's obviously not all of the Tontatas, but it is it is maybe not even a majority. It's a bunch of them.
It's just a good portion.
Yeah, it's a bunch of them headed by Leo who have just decided that they would like to go out to sea now. And also really it's about helping the Straw Hat Pirates with whatever they need to, which is kind of the basis for this proposition from Bartolomeo that all of them have put together and have pledged or are planning to pledge themselves to the Straw Hat Pirates. As far as the Tontatas go, I guess it's not entirely out of the ordinary. They're very, very kind-hearted group of people, and they want to repay the Straw Hats for what they've done for Dressrosa. So I don't know. It feels kind of in line.
It's not out of character. It just seems odd that they're going to leave their island. That's all I meant.
They're leaving people behind to take care of things. The only real problem here is that Leo is leaving his the woman he doesn't realize he has in the bag right now, Mancherie, behind. I want to know if she even knows about this, because if she doesn't, she's gonna be pissed. But here's a question: do you think Luffy accepts this? Do you think he takes under his wing all of these people?
Okay, so this is my thought process. What's his name? Usopp and his lies. Right. Luffy is going to say, no, fuck off. I'm doing my own thing. That's too much to manage. Usopp, on the other hand, because quote unquote, Usopp is in his lie. What was it? Like he's like the captain of like 500 something thousand people.
The number 10,000 sticks out in my head, but that could be wrong. I don't know.
Again, we're talking about like episode
way back. Yeah, for sure.
Like, fuck, I don't remember that lie. I think that's where this one finally comes to fruition.
Yeah,
because Luffy doesn't, but like at the same time, I could be wrong. He could just be like, sure,
I mean, I
whatever. just don't get in my way.
I think your point is pretty valid because he is still God Usopp to them, to a lot of them. Mm-hmm. So there is a semi-decent chance that, and this is not uncommon either, I think, for pirate groups in this universe also especially in the Whitebeard pirates, like each of his commanders had their own crews.
Well, that's the basis of it only because Whitebeard's the only pirate to have something like as precedent where it's like, these are all my pirates. I have multiple ships.
It's the only
besides Don Krieg.
It's the only explicit example.
Way before
Don Krieg had a fleet. Now we've got Orlumbus with over 5,000 people, and there's probably a decent chance that he's got commanders that have control over their own ships there also. So it's not completely unheard of. It would just be ludicrous because Usopp would be the only one, technically speaking, in the Straw Hat Pirates that has subgroups. But either way, I think this is a valid theory. I don't think it's far from the truth. It's either this, like Luffy outright denies them, and then Usopp goes, "Well, I'll take you guys on," or Luffy goes, "Yeah, sure, fuck it, who cares?" And then, but then Usopp is like, my men. Usopp just like commandeers them for his own, basically.
Yeah, because Luffy already kind of hinted at it when he was like, "Do whatever you want," or earlier in the episodes, in the second episode that we watched, what episode are we even on?
Well,
I've lost.
We're talking about 744. 743 is what you're looking at.
Yeah. Doesn't he Luffy literally tell them do whatever you guys want? I want to do this one thing. He literally tells them I'm not your boss. I'm not your manager. Go do whatever the fuck you want. At one point before that, so it's already implied that he doesn't care.
It might have been during his fight with Fujitora, maybe, where people are trying to convince him to get on the boat, get in the boat, Shinji, and he
get in the goddamn boat.
And Luffy's like, "No, I want to fight him," and then they fight. And maybe that was it.
That's the only thing that backs up my thought of him saying no.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The way that the show runs, I always guess wrong, except for when I'm wildly crazy.
You guess right sometime, and I think as far as theories with actual evidence behind them goes, this is a pretty good one. I think you've got.
Yeah, but I've been let down before.
Yeah,
I've been let down.
Sure, we both have. Trust me. This show comes with its fair share of fuck yous, no matter what or who you are. But I think that your theory has a lot of credence to it, and there's a decent potential for it to go exactly like that. So, I'm willing to put my eggs in this basket too, honestly. I really just kind of came in here thinking that Luffy, kind of what you were saying, where Luffy would accept them, but he'd be like, but also you guys are free to go do whatever you want. I don't really care. You don't have to follow me around or anything. You can just go do your own thing. But if I need you, maybe I'll call you one day because we're all friends now. That was kind of my only thought process. But I like your Usopp theory way better, no matter how it turns out.
I don't know where it's going. That's my best thought.
Well, we will see. I hope my regardless of what my theory is, or the working theory is, my hope is that Luffy accepts them, because I just kind of selfishly want to see more Barto. So if I can get Enies and
the Barto fan club.
Yeah, I love that Barto's pirate crew, it doesn't have pirates or crew or anything like that in the name. They are Barto Club. They are Barto Club, not Barto Pirates, not the Cannibal Pirates, because, by the way, they did a good job reminding you that even after all of the shenanigans that Barto does, his name is still Cannibal Barto or something to that effect.
Which reminds me, have we seen him eat anyone?
No, we have not actually seen him eat a person, although maybe threatened to when we were first introduced to him and we got some minor backstory. I think at one point maybe it was slightly implied, but I can't recall. Either way, he is Bartolomeo the Cannibal, so let's not forget that part. doesn't really make me like him less. I still love Barto and I want more of him, but
Bart, I don't care if you eat people. Just funny.
Just be the funny. Make me hee hee and ha ha.
Now, the one thing that frustrated me the most out of all the crews, Hyruden and the invisible giants that have been there the whole time.
No, he's not saying the giants were there the whole time. He's saying he's going to go get the band back together.
Oh, because he made it sound like it was like they were there.
No, he's saying that he's got to go get them from wherever they are. Not Bart. Hyruden has to go get the band back together. He's like, I don't know. I think they've been operating as mercenaries or something at this point. But now he's like, oh, we're gonna go reform the giant pirates and we're gonna sail under the Straw Hat banner if you let us.
I mean, to be fair, they've already had like 4 before Hyruden, like giants that they're already best friends with.
Yeah, I mean, there's Dory and Bragi,
and also the ones from Impel Down,
and also
or not Impel Down. What was it's the place before the
Water
prison,
7,
where
and he's Lobby
between that one. I knew it started with an E.
Are those guys?
Those 2 giants.
I mean, I guess. I guess they're friends by the end of that arc. Yeah, I don't remember their names, but I remember who you're talking about. Yeah,
I just remember one of them was blonde.
I'm gonna look them up. Anyway, they might have been part of the giant pirates. I don't know if Dory and Bragi are also going to end up being part of this, because I think Hyruden says that the giant pirates were made up of 5. So with Hyruden, that makes 5 giants. Oimo and Kashi were their names. They were members of the giant warrior pirates. Yeah, so maybe that's what we're talking about here. Oimo, Kashi, Dory, Bragi, and Hyruden.
Interesting.
Potentially, anyway, unless Hyruden has made some friends in the meantime, like while Dory and Bragi were having their fucking duel all this time.
Eternal duel.
This never-ending duel. Who knows? But yeah, so we got this big pirate crew. It's Barto Club. It's an alliance between the guy who kicks and the guy who punches real good, along with the 2 Middle Eastern looking guys whose names I can't remember right now. Then there's the giants. There's Orlumbus. There's
Cavendish and the executioner guy.
And there's at least one more I'm missing, and I can't remember. Oh, the Tontadas.
Well, that and the nation with Chinjiao.
Yes, and Sai. That's the 7th one. Sai with his army. So all of these people are now pledging themselves to the Straw Hat Pirates, and that will amass a allied force of roughly 5,600 people, with about 95% of that made up of Orlumbus's crew.
I don't know why my brain just processed this, but do you remember in the Suicide Squad movie where, like, at the very beginning, where he's like, he just does the exact same thing I do, and he goes, yeah, but better. Like but I'm picturing it's Don Krieg saying, like, he just has a big pirate crew. He does the exact same thing as I do. Orlumbus walks in, yeah, but I do it better.
Pretty much. That is pretty much the scenario here.
Oh,
so I'm gonna rewind us backwards a little bit to another semi-major event that happens here, to basically the thing that Justin mildly spoiled last week for us. You remember when he put
I do remember
what does Law want with Sengoku on the bottom of our sheet last week? Well, this is we have learned now what Law wanted from Sengoku. We learn,
and it's closure.
Closure is, I guess, one word for it. It maybe just it kind of felt like he wanted to tell Sengoku who he was exactly, but there's also this part where he wants to I guess it is closure still. He wants to make sure that Sengoku knew or was the one in charge of Corazon, and then also wants to ask him about the D, because he figures...
What does the D stand for? D.
It stands for nothing. It means nothing. It's just a letter. It's the 4th letter of the alphabet. Get over it. So Law meets up with Sengoku. Sengoku's chill as fuck now, and so's the gorilla. And apparently it turns out that Sengoku is the one who found young Rosinante young Corazon back in the day and raised him to be a Marine, the Marine that we ended up seeing him be.
I felt like that was going to be obvious. Like even from the flashbacks.
I don't know. I think it was, I mean, it was clear he got picked up by the Marines in some capacity. I remember getting a flashback of that. I don't remember if it was Sengoku in those flashbacks too, then I just straight up don't remember. But I guess it didn't feel incredibly obvious to me that it would end up being Sengoku.
That's fair.
But we learn that Sengoku basically treated Corazon like a son, and Corazon was a real good Marine the whole time, and he infiltrated the Don Quixote family, and Sengoku makes her gets one final closure of his own when Law tells him that he was the kid that Corazon mentioned a long time ago that had the white lead disease. And this comes as not much of a shock to Sengoku. It's more like just confirming something he already thought, which I thought was strange, just that the Navy hadn't already figured this part out.
Yeah, that's the part that confuses me, because they know who Law is,
and they know he has the
he was a
warlord. He has the op fruit,
right? Like, come on, do the math.
Yeah, it seems like someone did the math. They just needed to check their work. And that's what Sengoku was doing here, is just checking somebody's work.
I guess.
I don't know.
It seems a little far-fetched that he doesn't know at this point.
I mean, again, it was just like confirmation, because he says once Law states it out loud, he's like, yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that, because Sengoku lists the four things that they lost that night. Three of which I remember, one I don't. They lose Corazon, they lose the op fruit, they lose the kid with white lead disease. I don't remember what the fourth thing was.
It was Drake's dad's pirate.
Oh, right, the barrels. Yeah, the barrels pirate.
Barrels?
Yeah.
The barrels.
Barrels. Some classic PewDiePie for you. Yes. They lose the barrels pirates.
Which is weird that the Marines cared about the pirates when you think about it.
I think they wanted to actually put them in jail and not have them all end up dead. Or maybe the barrels pirates escaped. I don't know. They don't.
Pretty sure they died.
I'm pretty sure they all just get murked, but it's kind of unclear what Sengoku means by lost them. I guess they could have gotten away, but regardless. I mean, they probably got away, right? Who would have?
I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Maybe.
Or knocked out forever.
Yeah. Batman logic. I didn't kill them, I just paralyzed them for life. They have to get fed through a tube forever, but I didn't kill them.
I guess we should probably talk about the first episode.
Sure.
Flashback, Rebecca, Kuros.
Cool, got it.
Done. Right? Like that's I skipped through that episode so much because I've seen this, I know what happens. What is going on? Up and resolution, they're crying.
Yeah, yay. I mean, look, this is about the third or fourth time we do the same, maybe even fifth time that we do the same set of flashbacks between Rebecca and the toy soldier and Kuros, and seeing and holding Rebecca's corpse and taking care of young Rebecca.
Corpse?
Scarlet's corpse. Who's been in the ark the whole time then? Who is she? Yes, Scarlet's corpse.
It's just been a massive cover of Rebecca and Scarlet the whole time.
The Rebecca we've seen this entire time is actually just a string puppet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Reveal Doflamingo still being alive.
Yeah. Boss fight part 4. But yes, I skipped past the flashback scenes, didn't need it. I watched when they're having their tearful reunion and all of that. That was fine. It was still a sweet moment. It's just slightly hampered by the flashbacks I've seen 86 times already. So I was happy to see the conclusion there, and that they're going to travel together, and that Rebecca is not going back to the castle. That shit is
the whole they're gonna travel together. They're still standing there. They haven't moved.
Well, yeah,
I don't think they're going anywhere.
I don't know what their plan is exactly here. I don't know where, because it seemed like Kyros was going to go with the Straw Hat Pirates, but apparently that isn't really the case. Because I don't know how they're gonna. I mean, they can anime teleport to the East Harbor, I guess, but I
mean, Kyros do got them hops,
yeah,
but
he does.
But I don't think it's that.
No,
powerful.
I would assume not. But who the fuck knows? They're just gonna show up at the East Harbor in like 2 minutes into the next episode and be like, "Hey guys, we're here," and they're all gonna look over there.
Doing the running away, waving, like crying, like "Thank you, Lucy."
So I whatever. They're planning to leave the island somehow, some way. Also, I don't know if I'm assuming we'll see that some way or another. But at this point, I'm fine. Honestly, I'd be fine if we just didn't see them again. They've gotten their conclusion. They're together. Just let me make the assumption that they get off the island somehow. I kind of don't care anymore. I'll be honest.
Ooh, I feel like the other two, if they were here to have their opinions,
I know Justin
mad.
would be angry because he loves Kyros and Kyros getting the happy ending he deserves. But I like that he got the happy ending he deserves. Also, I just don't feel like I need more. I'm good. He got the happy ending, and I'm good.
I think I've had my fill of it too.
I just don't. Yeah. The only thing they can add is another tearful goodbye where they're floating off on a boat in a different direction than the Straw Hats, and I just don't. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm done.
It's just a rowboat.
You're probably not wrong in some senses. It's going to be a dinky little rowboat or tiny sailboat, and they're just going to sail off, and you're just going to have to assume that they get away. Whatever. Done.
Yeah. I didn't think that she was gonna go. Like they tried to make it look like they were gonna like bring her along and like have her on like super adventures. But as soon as I was like, they were like, "Okay, Rebecca, go left. I'm gonna go distract." I was like, "Okay, yeah, there it is."
I had no misconceptions that she was definitely not joining the Straw Hat Pirates on their adventures. That was never going on the table. So it was just a matter of, is he gonna bring her all the way to Kyros, or what's gonna happen? Is Kyros gonna actually meet them at the East Harbor, and then they're gonna have their thing? But then she just runs off, and Luffy goes to the harbor and then starts fighting Fujitora, but doesn't want to hurt him, so he starts calling out all of his moves and like where he's gonna hit or how.
Even though he already technically
he calls out the names of moves, but names of moves are not always indicative of what he's gonna do. Every single time Luffy speaks in that fight is, "I'm gonna punch you now. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna punch you a lot of times now." It's like, the trend when people tell you to describe a movie in one line, but like really shitty. That's what Luffy's doing with all of his moves right now. He's like, it's Gum Gum Pistol. He's like, "I'm gonna punch you," and it's Gum Gum Whip, and he's like, "I'm gonna sweeping kick you. I'm gonna punch you a lot. This is my Gatling move." Like that. This is what he's doing. And at first my thought process was Luffy's trying to buy time for something by giving Fujitora the opportunity to block. But then I was like, oh no. Before Luffy even said it, I was thinking to myself, oh wait, no, I think Luffy just doesn't want to hurt this guy for some reason. And then Fujitora brings it up himself, and he's like, are you blind shaming me right now, bro? You don't think I can beat you because I'm blind?
Like, are you handicapping yourself because because I'm blind? Like, how dare you?
I didn't make it to Admiral out of sheer fucking luck. Who do you think who do you think I am?
Although that one scene where like everything becomes purple, that was sick.
Oh, I love the shot towards the beginning of one of the episodes. I think it's the last one we watched, where they put Fujitora against the fucking setting sun, and everything is black except the sun is red.
Like it's black.
Yeah,
and
everything
red.
is black. The sun is red, and Fujitora is outlined against the sun. I'm like, oh, this is so sick. I need a high resolution image of this. This is that good shit right here.
So I could set it as my background.
Yes, dude. So sick. I love that.
It makes you wonder what like treats are in store for Zoro.
I would hope he gets the same treatment.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that was fucking metal.
And then the episode only continues to get more metal when we learn how or why Fujitora is blind.
He did it to himself.
I'm gonna give up the goat here on one of my quotes for this week and just say it here because it's the fucking coldest shit ever. He goes, "I blinded myself because I have seen so many things that I wish I hadn't." Bruh.
That is
This is that dark shonen shit that I want more of in One Piece. My man said, "I'm tired of this world. I've seen too many atrocities. I refuse to see more." And he goes across his eyes.
However, problem though, then it immediately goes into sappy sentimental, like, "Oh, I wish I didn't blind myself. I wish I knew what you looked like, Luffy." And it's like, damn it!
It's
you were so cool.
I'm a little bit of a sucker. I like both ends of this spectrum where he's like, I don't want to see any more of this world's cruelty, so I'm gonna blind myself. But then when he realizes that there's still good left to be seen in this world, he's like, oh man, but I wish I had eyes just for like 5 seconds. Yeah,
soon.
I was like, damn it. Fuck.
I wonder when.
I also wonder this now too. I wonder if he did it sometime around like Marineford War 2 years ago or something like that. Like he just was there at the time in some capacity and just witnessed the horrors of actual warfare.
I don't know. That's the I want to know.
I know.
More.
I do too. I hope we get more Fujitora background some point. That would be sick.
I am a little bummed that we didn't get to see Zoro fighting him for like a second, but I'll live.
Yeah, a little bit of sword on sword.
I think sword
boy.
But Fujitora. I'm gonna jump ahead. I assume we're both agreeing for Golden Ham. Who
I am more than happy to foreshadow my love for Fujitora. Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah, without question.
Because he really, just the citizens though. The citizens running by. What did you think of that little bit?
I mean, it's whatever. They kind of fake you out at first because they basically tell Fujitora to get the fuck out of the way while they deal with the Straw Hat Pirates. And then Fujitora is listening to them and hearing some of their conversations as they run by. And then it's revealed to us the citizens are actually doing this to get in his way so that the Straw Hats can escape bit. So at the end of the day, I like the way this is. I kind of like the way this is set up in terms of the citizens being able to help the Straw Hat Pirates out, and in lieu of having a big party, which it seems like we're never going to get now, no banquet, no after arc party thing.
Kind of disappointing, but we might get a little one if we're both wrong tomorrow or next week.
Perhaps they do one on the Yonta Maria. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get to see the banquet that may or may not have been held in the palace either. So either way, the citizens thing is fine. I feel, I guess, slightly positive towards it in that it's a nice way for the people that the Straw Hats helped to give back to them in a way that's not a party for once, because normally it's just the Straw Hats save the day, we throw a huge party, and then they bounce. So now it's like the people,
it is different.
It's different, and the people get to more directly help the people that help them. So it's kind of nice.
I think my favorite part about it was seeing Fujitora's perspective of like how he sees the people running by, where they're just like, like they're humanoid shaped, but they're not like detailed.
Yes.
Like they're just like the sound of that person. I liked that, how they animated that. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. I think a lot of the visuals in this episode are very praiseworthy from what you're talking about. And then the badass Red Sun section and the animation for the planetary devastation and everything just constantly rotating in the background too. Which is another thing.
Oh yeah.
It's just always going.
Oh, that must have been so hard.
Yeah, it's just always going. And even the zoomed out shot of all the people running by, like the people are constantly moving also, whether you're seeing it from Fujitora's perspective or not. So, and there's probably this episode, more than a lot of the other ones, very prominently and obviously features 3D and some 3D animation instead of typical,
right? Like it had to be something like that.
So it was, but it's subtle enough to look good.
I agree, because I feel like where a lot of shows, when they do use 3D animation, they use it as a front and center thing, when in reality it should just be a background thing, you know?
Yeah, it goes. And for a lot of studios that focused on traditional animation style with 2D, overusing 3D sometimes becomes a problem. So, and it happens more often than not. It's just that the 3D, if they use it, is usually a little more subtle these days. But this is a bit more obvious because there's just so many moving things on your screen at once. You're like, there's no way that this isn't a more heavy use of 3D.
Could you imagine? Imagine if they had to animate that by hand. Could you imagine the stress of that?
So much.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So many moving parts with detail. Nope. Not today.
Yeah, we'll save ourselves a little bit here and just use the CG 3D stuff. But yeah, I think that's kind of it really for stuff that's for major things that have gone on these episodes.
Honestly. Yeah. There's like a lot, but not a lot that happens. It's like a lot of action happens, not a lot of progression per se.
Yeah, and I mean, there's not a whole lot left to what's got to go down on Dressrosa. It's really just the Straw Hats have to escape somehow, and you know we get explanations. By the way, something we didn't kind of cover, but I'll gloss it over real quick. We get some explanations as to like how they're really going to escape. So Leo took some time to literally sew all of the battleships together that were waiting in the port, and
just cut the string. I would if we could find my
but
knife.
I have no scissors. And so we learned the Tontatas have stolen all the scissors and the weapons and the gunpowder and the bullets and all of the everything. And also we get an answer to the Marines that were just left paralyzed in the street. Turns out
I was right.
I think you were about 90% right. I think you specifically were like the pills themselves, when they're given, make the paralysis. I think that's the claim you made.
What? No, I said when they were donating.
Oh, I thought
when they were taking it out of when she was taking the dandelions out of the people. Weird sentence. I don't think I ever have to say, but the truth. When she was taking the dandelions out, it was like a delayed effect of, haha, you're now weak.
Okay, I must have misunderstood you a little bit last time. Then yes, you are correct then about they took too much. They drew too much blood dandelions, and
blood dandelions.
That's what they are. They took too much dandelion blood, and
what's your superpower? I'm an IV bag.
Oh, what a coincidence! So is mine.
Could you imagine if they had to separate it into like A negative, B negative,
or they had to take the plasma out too?
Right.
Yeah, so we learn all the paralyzed ones was in fact due to Manchuri's power, and not like I thought, where it's just the Tontatas knocking the fuck out of them upside the head or something. So you're right on that one. Good prediction there.
Yeah. When they said paralyzed, my first instinct was they're never going to walk again. But then I remembered, wait, no, they're just out.
They've lost too many dandelions, sir.
I need 6 dandelions.
We need 50 cc's of dandelion. Sir, what the fuck are you talking about?
Why does this sound like kids playing doctor in the backyard?
Yeah.
I need 60 dandelions.
Yeah, and they pick up one of those white weeds that you blow on, and it blows all the seed everywhere.
A dandelion.
Yeah. Well, are they technically dandelions? I thought they weren't technically dandelions. Dandelions are the yellow one. Are they dandelions? Am I stupid?
Okay,
they're dandelions.
Never mind then. That's how dandelions spread their seeds.
Well, I know. Okay, never mind. It's the same plant. I don't know what I'm saying. The white part is just the later stage. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yes, dandelion.
It's okay.
Sorry, my brain scrambled.
Just shh.
I am losing it. But yes. So any further thoughts, comments, concerns on these 3 episodes?
No, not really. No.
Okay. So then next week, we'll be watching what are presumably the last 2 episodes of the arc, 745 and 746.
I'm going to say press X to doubt just because my gut
Well, I mean, the caveat here is that A, it's only 2 episodes, and B, next week will be our live recording that we have aptly titled End of the Arc Special, which will have a special guest.
I won't be there for
although by the time you're listening to this, it has already happened. So look forward to the release of that episode next week. There'll be a special guest on that. It is not Devin, apparently, since I'm just learning now he's not going to be there.
I don't know if I don't. Is it a Thursday?
No, it's
thing?
Monday.
I don't know what we record.
It's next
then
Monday.
I'll be there.
We're just doing it live.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll be
cool.
there.
Quotes? You got any other quotes?
No, not really. I think we really said the ones that I would have wanted to say, which is mostly just Fujitora being fucking metal. If I do recall correctly, I think Usopp said something funny, but I don't remember what it was.
That is a shame. I have a few other quotes besides the one that I used earlier. In 743, when Son Goku is talking to Law, it's the end of their conversation about Corazon because, Son Goku still part of the Navy. Law, still a pirate, even though he's a warlord. He goes, if you really want to do something in his memory, both you and I should, what? Oh, I wrote this down wrong. I typoed this. I'm going to do what I do to Justin and read my own stupidity. If you really want to do something in his memory, both you and I should remember him. That's good enough. and you live your life as you like. That's what he would say. I don't. Should what's remember him. Well, really ruins the moment there. So I'm just gonna the sanctity of that quote is just completely gone now. I'm gonna move on. I'll give you another quote that's funny, even though the last one wasn't meant to be funny. When when Fujitora starts doing planetary devastation, Gats looks up while on the mic still, and to all the people, he goes, "Is it the work of a god or some mysterious birds?" What? What?
When he said that, yeah, what the fuck was that about?
all the stone and brick and wood houses are floating up into the sky, and you go, must be birds. Okay, Gats, whatever.
Mysterious birds.
Don't know. I guess it would be mysterious if it was birds, but I digress. The last quote I've got for you is what we kind of alluded to earlier when Fujitora was wondering to himself about Luffy after the fact. He goes, "What kind of person are you really? What color is your hair? What is the shape of your eyes? What do you look like? I wish I hadn't blinded myself. I want to see your face. I bet you look kind." I just thought, nice moment.
When he said that, my first thought was his excuse is he's gonna arrest a random citizen and be like, "Yep, this is Luffy." How do you know? He feels squishy.
He feels kind.
And that guy's like, "I know my rights."
You ain't gonna get nothing out of me.
I ain't no snitch. I know my rights. Where's my lawyer?
Wait a minute. You don't sound like Straw Hat Luffy. Because I'm not, you fuck.
But he has to figure out the rock problem.
He does have a big rock problem to figure out. I assume that he just lets it down gently back on Dressrosa, but who knows? He might just dump it all in the ocean and say, fuck it.
He's probably gonna dump the car batteries in the ocean to charge the electric eels. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, we kind of went over this earlier, but let's just set it in stone. Golden Ham is going to go to Fujitora this week, right? Okay, got it. Fujitora, at least two-time Golden Ham winner. I don't know. I don't remember if he's won before.
I think he did.
Well, he won two.
When we
he won
first
2
saw
weeks
him.
ago. I think you're probably right. When
he was
back
in the
gambling den.
the gambling house. Yeah.
That is probably true, but I do not recall, as that was like 5 months ago. That was a while ago. So for now, he's at least
many moons ago.
Many moons. So for now, I will call him 2-time Golden Ham winner, potential 3-time Golden Ham winner, Fujitora, Admiral Fujitora. Moving on to fan mail, there is none. At least not that I know of, because there's no Justin here to tell me whether there was or not. And he didn't.
And we're not allowed to look at him.
Unlike last week, when he had sent it to us ahead of time, we have not gotten that this week. So I will move on to the next segment, which is Patreon shoutouts for Twiggo Taco and Rin once more. TTR baby. And as of the start of this recording, it is July 1st, which means that a whole new set of movies are going to be rolling in. And I've actually gotten 2 of them. I'm just waiting on the third at this moment before I can lock in a schedule. I'm excited, based off of what the 2 are that I've gotten already. 2 movies I still haven't watched, but I know of them at least. So
what?
The movies that Twiggo and Taco have both given me their movies recommendations for this month. I'm just speaking around it because I don't want to spoil it just yet for anyone.
Oh, okay.
So thank you to our 3 producer tier patrons, and as well as everyone else who supports us on Patreon. We love all of you just as much, but not really. We like them slightly more. With that being said, we move on to the illustrious Garb Gab.
Garb Gab. I do have it this time.
You got my package. Okay, good.
I did. It was FedExed.
Yes.
And, okay, so here it is.
Okay. Looks just the same as when I left. Wait a minute. Did you change the embroidering?
What? No.
Devin. Why? It even looks like you did it yourself. We like practicing embroidery?
Okay, maybe I'm trying a little bit, okay?
Oh, well, I mean...
And I ran out of, like, cloth.
I mean, that's cool. I dig new hobbies, but, like, maybe not practice on the Garb Gab. It's kind of...
Just stick your hand in it.
Okay. I'm feeling around it. It looks like you left some of the leftover string in here from your embroidery. That's kind of spiky. Did you leave the needles in here too? What? Did you just turn the Garb Gab into your sewing kit? What's wrong with you?
You have no proof of that.
I do. It's right here. You can just open it and look. Okay. I feel a patch in here. Feels like there's probably something written on it. I'm just going to pull this one out and find out what you wrote on it, I guess. This is actually like kind of well done. I'm like slightly less mad, but I'm still
glad I practiced on the bag, huh?
Just what? Anyway, the little embroidery says casting call, and it says we're going to do Ivankov, which should come as no surprise, I guess, since it's you, because you love Ivankov. So of course your first embroidery practice would involve Ivankov. So this checks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
the obvious, one in the room, right? The obvious correct answer, Tim Curry.
Oh, okay.
From Rocky Horror Picture Show. That is the correct answer.
Or the clown from It.
True, but still. That is the correct answer. I don't know who did the most recent It, so that's why
it was him.
Was it him? I thought he did the original.
Sorry, no, not the most recent. You're right. The original It.
Yeah, I remember him doing the original. Yeah. I don't know who does the new one.
I also don't, but it's not
anyways, him. Yeah, Tim Curry, perfect. Chef's kiss.
Do you have any other options, or did you just think Tim Curry and he went, that's enough?
For the worst option, Chris Pratt. Because apparently he could play anything animated.
Yeah. I know this is like
he's Garfield, he's a Mario.
Well, this is specifically like not animated. Like if we were going to bring them to the live action,
right.
I would not want Chris Pratt to be Ivankov.
I'm trying to think of curly haired people.
That's what wigs are for.
Not very good.
You think Tim Curry's got curly hair?
No. Well, no. Does
no.
he?
I can tell you right now, no.
Well, didn't he pass away?
I
I could have sworn he passed away like forever ago.
I don't think so.
I don't worry. This is a
I
safe
don't think
Google.
I don't think
Tim
that's true.
Curry dead?
No, I don't think. I think he's alive. I think he had a stroke a long time ago, or something happened to him a while back, or a heart attack or something.
He had a stroke. He was only doing voice work. He passed away, and everyone. No, that's a Reddit post. Can't trust that one.
Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah,
really.
He's old, but he's alive. 78.
Fair. He could still do it. I'm trying to think. I don't know who I'd want to, because like another gut instinct, which would be another terrible answer, is Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, at least Seth Rogen has the sort of acting chops to be kind of quirky and all over the place with his acting. Not the worst option.
Yeah, but I don't think he would laugh the same.
No, I think you'd have a hard time.
I think he'd still do it.
Yeah, you get a hearty dose of Seth Rogen laugh the entire time. You would not get Ivankov's laugh. To be fair, I don't know who would possibly do Ivankov's laugh justice, really. But how about I do this for you? I'll give you a couple of my choices, and maybe that'll spark something inside you, or at least give you some time to think.
Okay.
So I think in terms of actors that are known for weirder roles or being kind of quirky, my mind drifted to two in particular. The first is Daniel Radcliffe. He might be a little on the younger side for this, but Daniel Radcliffe has been known since the end of Harry Potter, to just do some of the most batshit insane roles, like the human Swiss Army man, like the Swiss Army Man. Have you heard of this movie?
I have heard of that movie.
He's literally just a dead.
I also remember the Akimbo.
Guns Akimbo was my other thing, where he just has two guns literally like bolted to his hands, nailed to his hands. He does so much insane stuff that I'm like, he could make a good, just off the wall Ivankov. The other option here is Jim Carrey, which I think is a decent pick, because again, can be quirky, kind of funny guy, and can really bring a lot of character to a character.
He brings the
he brings a step above the rest of the crew to bring something special to a role. So
I just came up with another one that I think would be hilarious to see, just because the actor's crazy. Shit, why did I just blank out his name? No, wait, no, I got it now. Nicolas Cage.
What do you? I like Nicolas Cage as much as the next guy, but I don't know about this. Although he did do that.
I don't know. He could pull it off.
I think it's a little bit of a stretch, but at least I think the only thing you have going for you is that weird like vampire movie he just recently did. There's like he's like a vampire lord, and I think he's kind of quirky and weird in that one too.
He's when you really look at his movies, he's quirky and weird in a lot of
yes. I just I don't know. For some reason in my...
Like his famous scene, the bees.
Yeah, for some reason in my head, it's just, he's not Ivankov quirky.
I'm just trying to picture who would sound great screaming hee-haw. Like that's where my bar is right now. And so... For me, for some reason, Nicolas Cage is sitting there like he would scream that, no shame.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it's a decent enough proposal. I'll tell you the last one I had come up with is, and this is a bit weaker. I just kind of wanted to have a third option to bring to the table, but I think it's a bit weaker than my first two. Is Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's displayed some acting chops across his career, but one of the most applicable in this sort of situation is his performance in Joker, at least.
I like it, but at the same time, I'd worry that he'd go too dark with it.
You think he'd go too far into the
typically,
what do they call it, method acting sector?
Yeah. Like, I feel like, because like
I think Joaquin Phoenix could belt out a good
He normally takes on like serious roles. Yeah, but I think I don't know. Like, he's a fantastic actor. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's for what you need Ivankov to be. I need a sassy drag queen. I don't need Joker that.
Yeah, I mean, I do think
You know?
he's a little bit less on the fun-loving side than Radcliffe
Right, like
or
he's
Carrie.
not a fun guy. He's a broody. I am
he's
this person now.
he's like unhinged, kind of quirky.
Yeah.
So I think in some aspects he would make a decent Ivankov, but in other aspects he falls short. But he's that's why I said he's just kind of like a third option to just throw in there in case Daniel Radcliffe and Jim Carrey are busy that weekend or something.
And we have seen Daniel Radcliffe with a fro before.
Yeah. Where do we see him in a fro?
You know, the Weird Al Yankovic movie, mockumentary or the biography movie.
Oh,
he plays Weird Al.
I forgot that existed.
Yeah. A lot of people did. But yeah, Daniel Radcliffe was in that. He has a fro.
Huh. Yeah. All right. Well,
you know, I think that Daniel Radcliffe has grown on me.
Yeah. To tape two guns to Ivankov's hand.
Well, no, I'm just picturing Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah,
drag.
I think that goes perfectly. I bet with a little bit of practice.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think he has done that.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's done like Broadway shit too. So
Daniel Radcliffe drag. Yep. He has. He most definitely. Yeah, he has. Oregon Trail. Yeah, Miracle Workers, Oregon Trail.
No,
the full Ezekiel dance scene.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at Danny go.
Yep. He there it is. There's Ivankov.
Just slap a purple curly haired wig on it and we're good. And some fishnets, maybe a little more fishnet. And then when Ivankov goes female mode, just throw some titties in there.
Yeah, this is less leather, more fishnet.
Yeah. All right. Yes, I love my own pick even more now
because it's
kind of happened already. Yeah. Can we put Daniel Radcliffe in drag as the thumbnail instead of Fujitora?
Please. Dylan,
so confused.
If you could do anything for us.
So utterly confused.
Oh, if you don't type it in there, I will. Okay.
Great.
I think.
Yeah, I think we've done this casting call justice. Why don't we wrap this bad boy up by doing the thing?
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Panda Sightings. You can send us questions at pandasightings@gmail.com. If you want to financially support us like TTR, you can go to our Patreon or even go to Redbubble. I think that's the thing we're doing. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Go to redbubble.com. And if you want to join the community in a little talky talk here and there, sometimes we hang out in there, sometimes we don't. Go to our Discord. I think that's everything. I don't remember if there's any more. The list is long, and I just make it up as I go.
Last thing. The thing you always do.
What?
There it is.
Okay. It's very important.
I know.
Okay?
It's very important.
And I'm glad that you reminded me.
Yeah, it's very important, something. But you forget it every single time. All right.
So now
well, I think we kind of just end and hope that.
Do you want to watch Daniel Radcliffe and drag?
I think I do actually. I think I need to investigate this Oregon Trails show. Miracle Workers.
Oh, it's from a show.
I kind of just assumed it was. It's called Miracle Workers Oregon Trail. That sounds like a show to me and not a. Yeah. Yes, it's a show.
Yeah, it's a show.
Yeah, I might have to.
But yeah, it's like 1 minute and 42 seconds. I have the link up and ready. Now we just have to stop recording and watch
a TBS comedy series. Might have to look into that one. Has some decent ratings too, it looks like. Anyway, let's end this so we can watch Daniel Radcliffe do some drag dancing. Bye, everybody.
Bye.